I'm Mik.
And we are
OFPG Games. Yeah.
And welcome back to an exciting week.
Yes, it's an exciting week.
We are celebrating.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we have made it to episode 200.
Woo, 200.
200.
Yes.
Now that's just our numbered episodes.
Yes, that's our numbered.
That's not
so
including
we've done a whole
voices.
lot of other stuff.
Yeah, and previews and
playthroughs,
playthroughs and
all that stuff. So we got a ton out there.
We got a ton out there, but 200
yes.
of our numbered episodes.
Of our main episode.
Yes, our main episode.
Our main show.
Yes.
Yes.
Now this week we're just going to do a retrospective.
Yes, we're just going to look back.
We're going to look back.
We're going to look back.
Yes.
Yes.
From our last celebration of 100.
100.
Yes.
And we're just going to keep the party going.
Keep the party going.
We're going to keep the party going.
But before we get into all of that good stuff, let's hear a word from our awesome sponsors, Kids Table Board Gaming and Cephalofair Games.
Here we go.
How do you spell fun? KTBG. Delight your friends and family with games from Kids Table Board Gaming, such as Creature Comforts, Power Plants, and Dice Veggies. Make your family game night an event everyone will look forward to, because KTBG spells fun for the entire family. To view their entire catalog, visit kidstablebg.com. Cephalofair Games is on a quest to make super amazing games that minimize randomness and reward player savvy. Their big claim to fame is their legacy-style dungeon crawler, Gloomhaven, and other games in the universe, such as Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, Founders of Gloomhaven, Gloomhaven Forgotten Circles, and their latest entry into the world, Frosthaven, which is an even bigger adventure. Cephalofair Games has expanded into new and exciting spaces, such as comics, video games, and audio. Bring the fantasy to life with Cephalofair Games. Kids Table Board Gaming.
Yes, they just said that Dice Veggies is coming to retail November 1st, family. Yeah. So you'll be able to get it. If you haven't gotten it, you can get it November 1st at your friendly neighborhood game store. Yes, I'm excited about that.
Me too.
I'm excited. Yes.
And you know Cephalofair Games.
Yes, and they're little bitty small game. Now they have a big games family, the ones that just if it hits you, you're gone. You're gone. But they have a little small box that came from a gentleman that made like a little fan-made game, and it kind of developed into a little small box called Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs. While the big, the big heroes, they got shrunk down somehow, and they got to find a way to get back big again. It's an interesting story and an interesting game, so check it out. Yeah.
Well, this week, everybody, we're not going to have Ask OFPG questions.
Yes, that's so true.
We're not going to have any board game news.
Had to do it. Yeah.
We're just going to focus on a retrospective of our last 100 episodes. But we do have a couple of announcements.
Yes, a little
So I'm going to give those really quickly. And then we're going to go into the heart of our episode.
Yes.
So, let's see.
All right.
If you have not checked out the latest episode of OFPG Voices, episode 43 is out now. And we want to say thank you, as always, to our awesome contributors and our wonderful sponsors.
Love those sponsors. Yes.
And the next OFPG Voices episode will be out on October 18th. Now, if you're looking for where OFPG is going, we will be at our quarterly game night here in Omaha, Nebraska, at the Highlander Accelerator on October 21st from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Tell a friend, bring a friend, come out. You can eat, We're going to have Big Mama's
Big
is going to be open.
Yeah.
Dina's Place will be open.
Yeah.
Best Burger will be open.
Best Burger family.
So come on out if you're hungry. Come get a meal before the game night starts. And then after that, come play some games. We're going to have our Matt will be there.
Yes, our Matt.
Yes.
Board Game Wagon with all the games.
He'll bring his game library. And we'll be there playing games and just having a good time. So we want to
walk around talking.
That's right.
Yes.
And we want to see your face in the place.
Yes.
And after that, we are going to Cardboard Caucus. That is the next week on October 27th to the 29th. That's in Des Moines, Iowa.
Yes.
So come check us out at Cardboard Caucus.
Yes.
And as far as our Kickstarter campaign, we're still working on that pledge manager.
We're getting close though.
But we're almost there. So stay tuned for any messages. We'll send them out. And we just want to say thanks to everybody who sponsored.
Yes, thank you so much for jumping on board with the train for Kickstarter. We love all of y'all. We love y'all. Love y'all. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Now, Starla, what about our merch?
Well, you know, we've got shirts.
Yes, we do. I got one on right now.
We've got mugs and all kinds of different things. Check us out on Spring.
Yes, check us out. Yes.
So now we're going into the heart of the episode.
Here we go.
All right, the heart of the episode.
Yes.
200 episodes.
200.
200.
We've been cranking. We've been cranking them out.
We are cranking them out.
Yes, we are.
Now, the last time we did a big celebration was at 100.
Yes, it was.
Now, I was going to list 100 as an honorable mention.
You were.
You know,
you were going to have an honorable mention?
I was going to have an honorable mention, but instead, I'm just going to talk about it because it was our celebration show.
Yes, it was.
And we look back on some of our favorite episodes up to 100.
But that was a big one. You know, getting to 100.
Getting to 100. I mean, I guess when we started out, we didn't know.
We didn't think we were going to get to 100.
We did 100 seemed like such a long way away.
It was a long way. We did 50. People said, why y'all celebrating 50?
We were excited to get to 50.
We were excited to get to 50, y'all. You know, to get to 100.
100, we were so excited.
Yeah, it was a good show.
We had a lot of great people come on board and say nice things and show support.
Yes.
We really appreciated that.
Yes.
And we talked about some of our favorite shows.
Yes.
One of my favorite ones that we talked about then, it's still one of my favorites today.
What is that?
Even out of the 200.
What is that?
That's episode 98, our Halloween special.
Where you dressed up as the cat?
Yes, where I dressed up as the cat and you did steampunk.
Yes.
Now, we did a patchwork game. I wasn't so excited about the game because I think I lost, I'm not mistaken.
I think you probably did lose.
But the episode itself was so much fun.
It was fun.
And Grant did such a great job with his effects, you know, making it look scary and Halloween-y. It was just a great, fun episode.
That was a fun episode.
Yes.
Yeah, 98 was a good one.
It was a good one.
That was a real good one.
So that's kind of my honorable mention that we talked about already in episode 100.
Can I get an honorable mention? Can I get an honorable mention?
Open the floodgates.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay.
And
what's your honorable mention?
Well, since you just coming, I'm just coming off the top of my head, is our Black History episode, the first one we did.
The first
Yeah, the first one. I think that's still special in my heart, and I love that one.
I think it set the tone.
Yes, it did for us.
What we stand for.
Yes.
And what we're about.
Yes.
And I really like that one too.
Yes, I really did enjoy that one. And you know, it just meant a lot.
It did.
Yeah,
it meant a lot.
Yeah. And like you said, it set the tone of OFPG.
It did.
Yes,
it really did.
Yes, it did. Because I think that episode really focused on what we believe in diversity and inclusion.
Yes.
And that's what we still carry to this day. And you know, making OFPG Voices and the whole, 9 yards. I really believe that show really just nailed it home for us.
I agree.
Yeah. And I really like that show.
All right. So what we decided to do is that I picked 5 of my favorite episodes.
I don't know what you picked.
And then Mik picked 5 of his favorite episodes.
Maybe 5.
I don't think we have any crossovers.
Yeah.
But we're just going to talk about some of our favorites. So do you want to get started?
Oh, me first?
Well,
ladies first.
Okay, all right.
Ladies first.
Okay, one of my favorite episodes was episode 140.
Oh,
that was the oldies but goodies episode that came out in August 21st of 22.
Yeah.
And we discussed some of our favorite older games. You know, we talked about Above and Below.
Yes.
We talked about Quadropolis and Istanbul. And I love focusing on games that sometimes get forgotten.
Yes, that's true. We need to do that one again because there are games that have still been forgotten that we need to talk about. So that was a good one. I did enjoy that.
It was a fun episode. We had
Yes.
a really good time with it.
Yes.
And it was just really good talking about those games.
I did enjoy that one. One of my favorites was episode 132, Life and Board Games. And that was on June 26, 2022. When I think that one kind of, express what we are too. Lifestyle. We talk about lifestyle and how board games has been injected into our life.
Yes.
And it's really a major part of it, not through the content creation and OFPG, but just before we got into this, it was so much a big part.
It's what we do.
And we talked about it.
Yeah, it was how we spent time as a family, Friday night or Saturday night, playing games together.
Yes.
And it's always just kind of been a part of what we do as a family.
And I think that's what we made OFPG about, that everybody, this is all about, board gamers and life.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I really did enjoy that one. I love that one.
All right, so the next one on my list.
What is that?
Episode 143.
Oh, what was that?
The Addiction. Now, this episode came out September 11th, 2022, and we discussed Mik's board game addiction. It was almost like an intervention because, my husband has an issue with games, buying them, hoarding them, looking over them. He claims to be the librarian of our collection. He calls himself a collector/completionist. That all equals to addiction. It's just all added. But it was a fun episode, and we talked about different types of board game addicts. And then we mentioned the one called FOMO. And you're really FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
You got to have those games.
Yeah.
But
even for conventions,
everything.
I'm
It's
kind
a
of
little FOMO.
Yeah. Because I look and I'm like, I wish I was there. Yeah. I'm FOMO on everything.
My husband has an addiction. Yeah. That was a fun episode.
I don't have no addiction.
It was a failed intervention.
Yes.
But it was fun.
Yes.
It was fun.
Still failed. Yes, it still failed. Yes. So you had to just put me in there. You had to inject me.
But it was one of my favorite episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It wasn't a favorite of mine, family. It wasn't a favorite of mine. All right. So another one of mine is episode 105, Things We Loved and Hated at PAX Unplugged 2021 and recap. Yes, that was December 19th, 2021. And that was, I like that one because that was really our first big con.
Yeah.
That, PAX Unplugged was our first big one.
It was the first big one we'd ever
And that's when we saw all these different content creators and publishers, and it's just the huge bigness of the hobby.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, and I enjoyed talking about that.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
Too, yeah.
And we met so many people, people that's still friends to this day.
Still friends to this day.
And, it was just so much fun. And I enjoyed talking about it.
And a lot of those people we met are now part of OFPG Voices.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So I did enjoy that show.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, my next one
is
episode 158.
Oh, what was that one?
The Ugly Christmas Sweater and Game Giveaway episode. And we did that one on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2022.
Yes.
That episode was so much fun.
Yes.
Because, our viewers, they sent in pictures of them
wearing ugly sweaters.
Ugly sweaters, our Christmas attire.
Yes.
Some people had on pajamas and all kinds of stuff. But it was just so fun to participate with our audience and get them involved in the episode.
Yes,
and then we gave away some games and we had some lucky winners and stuff. I thought it was just a fun episode.
It was a fun episode.
We just talked about ugly Christmas sweaters and it was very festive.
Yeah.
And it was perfect for Christmas Day.
Around Christmas last year, we did a lot of Christmas shows.
We always do. Every December,
and
we focus on the holidays.
Yeah, we do the holidays and, we really focused on that and I really enjoyed just all of those in that one too.
We're going to do it again
Yeah, we're going to do it again. We're going to keep doing it, family. We're going to keep doing it.
We love the holidays.
Well, now you know, Star, I love Christmas and the holidays.
Well, you know what?
Yes.
We may need to revisit that ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh, I don't have a problem.
I think we may want to do that.
It's almost time for my shows, family.
Oh, goodness.
My Hallmark and Lifetime shows
we won't be doing an
coming.
episode on that. We're not doing an episode.
Why? Why? My Christmas shows are coming.
Yeah, I know.
My Christmas movies.
I know.
Family, y'all know I love my Christmas movies.
Know.
And I can't wait. It's almost time. I got to get that list and get it right. Yes, I'm ready.
Well, we're going to focus on Christmas sweaters.
Yes.
So stay tuned. We're definitely going to do that.
We're going to do that.
The ugly Christmas sweaters.
Yes.
So that's my third one. What's your third one? I don't even like that look.
What? What look?
I don't even like the look you
What
gave
look?
me.
Okay. All right. So I couldn't just pick one, family.
We said 5. total 5.
I couldn't pick just one. No, I could not. I could not pick one. So, it was rating the games of 2022, part 1, part 2, and part 3. They are family. They're a family. Yes, they're family. As a family.
So that's how you sneak it in by saying they're a family.
They're a family. Part 1, part 2, and part 3. It's episode 163. And then that was January 29th, 2023. Episode 164, February 5th, 2023. And episode 165, February 12th, 2023. Yes, it was all of those.
That's all one.
Huh?
You all putting that together.
That was all. It's a family. It's a family. And so all of those, we rated the games.
And that was fun.
Of 2022. That was the first time we did that.
That was our
we
first
had a
time.
rating system that we're still working on, family.
We're still tweaking.
We're still tweaking, still working on it. But we started off doing that.
Yes.
And I want to do that every year.
I agree.
And I cannot wait. Yes,
those 3 episodes.
Those 3 episodes, we rated all those games.
You should be at 6 or so right now. But those 3 episodes, which he's calling 1, they were a lot of fun.
It's a family. That's a family.
And I mean, when you play as many games as we do,
yes.
that's something that we need to do. Kind of look back and kind of see how do those games really stack up.
And then, I want to, we have a lot of games, that's, around that we still got to, play from 2023, and it's just so much fun, to do that and then rank them and then go back and remember, like, oh yeah, that's why I did like that game.
Agree.
Yeah,
totally
but we had, and I think I said in the in one of the episodes how it surprised me.
Yeah.
We thought about it. We said, oh wait a minute, oh that's why it was a little, it was real good and I liked it.
I think what
that would confuse me or something like that.
I think what happens in those episodes where we do stuff like that. Initially, you'll play a game and you get one feeling.
Yes.
Then when you go back and you kind of compare it to all the other ones you played, you go, maybe that game wasn't as good, or maybe it was better than I thought.
Or maybe I missed that game and I want to play it again.
Yeah.
Because we've had some really good games in 2023 so far.
Yes, we have. I can't wait to see how these shake out.
It's been some really
for
good
our
games.
rankings and ratings.
And it's still some games I still want to play, as always. But it's lucky that we have so many opportunities still to play those games.
The year's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
And we got to pump some in.
Yes,
we got to pump in.
Yes,
yeah.
we do.
So the family,
the whole group
of what is that?
Collection.
Rating the games of 2022. And I did not add that we had, that final episode that we talked about all the games that we endorsed.
Oh, that's true. The endorsement.
The
endorsement. You just really increasing
I'm
the
throwing
family.
that one in there.
Throwing
that's honorable mention.
Let me remind you, everybody. We said we were going to only do 5 each. And I don't know what number he's on.
I can't throw it. It was a part. It's a part of the family.
Okay.
It's part of the family.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we did the ratings and then we did the endorsement, we're still working on that too. But and I had fun with all that. That was cool. It all goes together.
But that's 4 episodes. Well, let's move on.
Yes, let's move on. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
My number 4. This is my number 4 on my list, and that is episode 168. What the call you say?
What the call you say?
What the call you say?
That is the most hurtful episode for me.
It was one of my favorites.
Let's go on the other side. That was my more hurtful.
It was one of my favorites.
It pained me, family. It pained me.
Because he always says, I'm not getting rid of any games. I'm not going to get rid of games. Well, we've been getting so many games that he finally decided to call some.
Yes.
And we did an episode on the games that we decided to call. Now, in that episode, I actually saved a few games.
You did.
Because I vetoed some of the calls.
You did.
But overall, we were able to clear out some of the games that were not getting played.
That's 50.
Right, but they weren't getting played. They got a chance to,
that's true.
Go to another home where somebody will play them and enjoy them. And that was one of the most satisfying, just delightful episomes ever.
I did not. And it's kind of interesting. It's an
Control
interesting
for
game.
a second. Let me look at this one.
What? Hey, come on.
My first veto.
What?
We're keeping it.
Why are we keeping it?
We're keeping it because I like it.
Why are we keeping it?
I like it. We're keeping it. Control.
Explain. But it freed me up. It freed me, family. It freed me.
Yeah, to bring in more stuff.
No, not to bring in more stuff, but to call again.
Call
again.
We have to
I
call.
feel like I do need to call again because there's some games that we're not playing.
That's right.
And they should be able to go to another home.
A home where they can be played.
It should be. And I do feel that coming on again. So, but we'll talk. We'll talk.
That sounds like a what the call you say?
Yes,
part two.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that one.
Stay tuned for that one because but again, it did free me because it said you look at that game and say maybe that needs to move on.
Culling is free. Culling is free.
It's hurtful though.
It's satisfying.
It's hurtful though.
And it is necessary.
It's hurtful because maybe I might want to play that game again and it's gone. Right. Well,
that's
it's hurtful.
That's my number 4. What's your number? I don't even know what number
I don't know. Well, on my 4.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be
his 4.
Episode 198. The World Series of Board Gaming 2023 recap.
Oh,
just recently. October 1st, 2023.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, that was fun, seeing so many people and experiencing Las Vegas and, just having so much fun at the, at the World Series of Board Gaming. I enjoyed that episode.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode. Grant did a great job at it.
Oh my goodness. His editing was
we had so much fun in Vegas. It was just it was. I had a blast. So I do like that video. Okay. Yes,
well, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
I agree.
That was a good one.
I agree.
That was a good one.
All right, so the last one on my list.
What you got? What do you have?
Episode 174.
What is that?
Relationships and board games, and it came out in April of 2023.
Okay.
And we answered questions about how our relationships works with regards to board games.
Yes.
And I know one of the questions we talked about was which game best describes your partner, and then we also talked about board game habits that bother us and stuff.
Yes.
And I thought that was a really good discussion.
That was a good discussion.
And I mean, some of the stuff you came up with for me, I didn't understand, but that's okay.
What? Why are the questionings?
I don't
know.
But it was a fun episode.
It was a fun episode.
I love those episodes where we get a chance to just talk about board gaming and how it relates to our life.
Again, it's lifestyle.
Yes.
It goes back to that lifestyle, because I think we believe this channel is devoted to lifestyle, board game lifestyle. And that's and that just showed, again, what we do. Does your partner have any board game habits that drive you crazy?
Oh, yes.
What?
Oh my God, there's so many. I don't even know where to start.
What?
Yeah, because I mean, we go beyond just being a reviewer.
Yes.
We do talk about games in the course of our episodes.
Yes.
But I mean, anybody can do a review. Everybody can put their opinion out about a game. But how does this whole hobby, how does it reflect in your life? How do you work with it? How do you, interject these board games into the way you live? I think that's important because that's what's going to help sustain the hobby. Yes. If all we talk about is game, and we don't figure out how those games are a part of our lifestyle, then they just become objects and not really something that you really love and care about.
And people, because this is everyday conversation. Because when people talk to you and say, "What do you do?" When you go home from work or something like that, I play board games. And they go like, "Okay, so what do you mean?" And
we have to explain.
Yes, and then we get to the part where how many board games do you have? That then that's when the wheels start going and everything just start exploding. So it's a part of our everyday life.
It's a part of our everyday life.
So that comes to mind.
Okay.
That is episode 172, and that's work, life, and board games. April 2nd, 2023.
Yes.
And that's when we've really focused on self-care, how board games can help out with self-care. And I think that's so important in this day and age right now. Because there's so much trauma and craziness going on in this world, from political and social and everything else. We need a little something just to kind of help us.
Yes.
It help us cope and just kind of chill out.
I agree. What I love about going to conventions is that you can kind of shut the rest of the world off.
Yes.
Go inside this hotel or convention hall and just immerse yourself into the hobby.
Yes, or just a game night, like our game nights.
Yeah, game nights. Immerse yourself in the hobby, into games you love. And just have a good time because like you were saying, the world can be very traumatic.
Yes.
There's so much stuff going on. That sometimes you just want to get away. And board games and this hobby allows us to do that.
Yes, it does. And being around people that believe in the same thing.
Like-minded people.
Like-minded people that believe in the same thing you do.
Yes.
And like you always say, we're trying to change one board gamer every
Yes.
time.
We want to make the world a better place.
Yes.
One board gamer at a time.
There you go.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yes.
when we're in these different settings,
Yes.
and if we can make an impact, a positive impact
Yes.
on somebody's life.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of us.
make a
Yeah.
positive impact on somebody's life. That goes outside of the walls
Yes.
of that convention center or that hotel, and people will take that back. Those wonderful memories that we make, people live with those memories.
Yes.
They take them back to their regular life and to their family and friends, and they can talk about, I met these wonderful people.
Yes.
I played these great games, and that becomes part of your life, your memories. And so board gaming does that.
And that's why every board game, game day that we have,
Yes.
we hear that.
We hear
We
that.
hear that, and they
we
come
get
back.
emails, and
Yes, they
people
come back.
because they had such a
Yeah.
great time. And if we can do that,
Yes.
and give people some joy and give people a fun time, help them create beautiful memories they
Yes.
can share
Yes.
for years to come, then we are doing a great job.
Because, when we were at, another event,
Yeah.
and we had, there was a family that came to our last board gaming
Yes.
event, board gaming, game day. And we saw them
Yeah.
at this event, and
Yeah.
they said, and I asked them, I said, hey, you coming to, our game day on the 21st of
Yeah.
October? And he said, yes,
Yeah.
the whole family's coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, see,
Yeah.
that's what you want.
Exactly.
That's what you want.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is our episode, the
Yes.
heart of the episode.
Yes.
It is our retrospective
Yes.
on the last 100 episodes
Yes.
we've done since our 100th celebration. And I wouldn't have any crossovers.
No, we didn't have no crossovers.
We didn't have any crossovers.
But I do want to say thank you to all of our OFPG family for sticking with us
Yes.
and having fun with us. We love seeing you wherever we go, and
Me
that's
too.
part of why I like some of those recap
Yeah.
shows, just to say all the OFPG family
Yeah.
we have met everywhere.
Yes.
We love that. We love y'all. Just keep talking to us, keep communicating, because we love y'all.
We
I
do.
mean, you just don't know how much. It's not just talk.
No.
It is not
No.
just talk. And when y'all see us places and we be hugging
Say
y'all,
hi.
and we be hugging y'all and saying stuff, they say, "Oh, they just talking." No, we love y'all.
Well,
We really
sometimes
do.
people say, "Oh, I didn't want to say hi. I didn't want to disturb you.
I don't want to bother y'all. I'm
Come
like,
say
bother us.
hi.
Bother
This is what
us.
we're here for."
Yes.
And we just really, like my husband was saying, we really appreciate
Yes, we do.
each and every one of you.
Yes.
And as you guys know, we are really working so hard to grow this channel.
Yes, we are.
So if you've got a friend out there or a family member, tell them about Our Family Plays Games.
Because it's all of us.
Yes.
It's all of us out here.
And tell them to subscribe to our YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
Visit our website. Check us out at the con. We just want to see the love, and then the joy just spread.
Yes. And the diversity and inclusion.
And
Just
diversity.
bring that all in there too.
And
Bring
don't forget
that
the
all
families too.
in
All of that love.
The family, we just want everybody. Because we
Yes.
want this community to grow.
Yes.
We want it to grow. And, it's just, again, it's just so much fun
Yes.
to see in our OFPG family.
I totally
It really
agree.
is fun. And
I hope
we thank
you
y'all
guys,
so much.
hope
Thank
you
y'all.
guys enjoyed this episode.
Yes.
Taking a look back with us.
Yes.
And maybe, tell us about some of your favorite episodes.
Yeah, tell us what
You know?
episodes that you like.
I mean, it was 100 episodes.
It's
We only hit
it's-
10.
No, it's actually 200.
Well, I mean, 100 from the last celebration.
Yes, but then it also have 200.
But we only had 10, or how
Yeah.
many did you have? 15?
What?
I don't know. Well, we had
I
somewhere.
had a few. But
Yeah.
remember, that was a family. Rating the games was a family.
Okay.
It's
All right,
that
well,
one.
we only covered a few of those episodes, but
Yes.
tell us about some of your favorites
Yeah.
and why. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
And look forward to some of those shows we mentioned, like the Ugly Christmas Sweaters.
Yes.
Yes.
And
And What the Call
what
You
the
Say
call
Part
you
2.
say. Oh, that's painful. But I know it's needed, though. I know it's needed.
All right, everybody. So, Mik, what did we get?
Not that much.
Okay.
Let's look at the phone.
All right, we just have one.
Okay.
And it's from Barrel Aged Games.
Okay.
And it's called Stool Pigeon.
Stool
Yes,
Pigeon.
and it's really cool. It says it's a card game for people that love pigeons and hate their friends.
Oh.
Yes, because you're the leader of a pigeon mafia
Okay.
family.
A pigeon
Yes,
mafia.
a pigeon mafia family. Yeah,
Okay.
and you're going back and forth trying to eliminate your rivals and to build up your family. And it says right here, the 7-minute game that you will play for hours. I want to see that family, but it's Stool Pigeon, and they gave us I guess an expansion
What?
that they're looking at bringing out with it's got some poop in it.
It looks like poop.
And it got hazard. It's a hazard, biohazard.
Okay.
And it's a poop. Yeah.
Okay,
poop.
stool pigeon.
Stool pigeon. Yes.
And they gave us biohazard poop.
Biohazard. Don't even touch it. I don't even want to touch it. Yeah. Don't even touch it. Yeah, so that's
it.
That's what we got.
All right.
That's it. Yeah. So now, Starla, where can they find us out here while we're moving up past 200?
Yes.
Where can they find us, Starla? Where can when our family can go out and find other people and bring them in?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games,
yes,
you can find us on Facebook,
yes,
Instagram,
yes,
Twitter,
right
here on YouTube,
right here,
and TikTok.
Yeah.
And if you're in Omaha, Nebraska,
family, that is local. Yeah.
You can find us on Cox Channel 22. Saturdays at 8:30 p.m.
Yes.
And Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m.
Yes. And family, let me tell you something. Somebody came up to us at an event and said they saw us on K-Power on Channel 22.
Yes.
So yes, we're out there. We are out there. Thank you so much, family, for coming by and checking us out. And while we did a retrospective of our, of us, of all of us, of us, because we're at episode 200. Thank you for getting on the journey and riding with us. Thank you so much. We love all of y'all. But hey, if you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. If you have any Ask OFPG questions, bring them on because we want to answer them. But family, like we always say every day and every time, it's just one thing we want you to know, and we mean it. We love you. Bye now.